Hey everyone, here we are at Steamboat. I've got an injection quill and packing gland disassembled. Going to show you how to use them and some of the problems you might run into. This is the standard packing gland here. It comes with this warning. If your pressure is over 10 bar G, you want to use this easy tool, the retractor tool. My pressure does not exceed that, so I will not be using the tool, but the procedure for adjusting the packing gland is the same, whether you're using the tool or not. So we'll look at that. This injection quill already has the check valve installed. You always want to run with a check valve in case there's a leak or when you need to open the system. You don't want brine flowing back. So make sure there's a check valve. Over here, I've disassembled the packing gland. You can see this is the packing right here. This adjuster adjusts the packing. When you tighten it down, it squeezes the packing together, putting more tension on the rod to seal. So if you have a leak, if you're leaking out, you want to tighten this, squeeze the packing, and you'll stop your leak. Then on top we have this nut here, or this ferrule. You can see it's cut, so it doesn't actually seal any fluid. It only holds the rod in place. So this is the last nut you tighten. I will go ahead and reassemble this, and then I'll go out in the field and show you how to do it. Hey everyone, back here up at Steamboat Hills, beautiful day, nice and rainy. You see I'm wearing my PPE, got gloves, brine suit, pants, and this face shield here. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this coupon and replace it with an injection quill. Just for demonstration, first things first, remove the safety chain, or undo the safety chain, not completely. This is what's preventing the injection quill from popping all the way out of the packing gland, so you never want to completely remove it. Just going to pull this bit out, tighten it back up. All right, I'm going to put set the phone down, put my gloves on. All right, next we're going to grab our channel lock, and starting with this upper bolt, loosen that. Next, the lower bolt. This is the lock nut. Sorry, this film's probably really shaky. All right, I've loosened the two lock nuts. And lastly, I'm going to loosen this packing nut right here, just a little bit. And now, should be able to remove. Sometimes you gotta twist it. Sticking. I'm gonna set the phone down again. All right, broke it free. I was sticking to the packing gland, so I held this and twisted the rod at the same time. And you can see it started to come up. This packing is really tight. I can loosen it a little more. So now the rod is free, valve is closed. You can see it's all the way closed now. and we'll start loosening the holder. You can see the bubbling is pretty much stopped. That means the valve is holding, and there it is. You can see how I had it pinched, and when I was twisting it, we twisted the coupon. It happens. You gotta make sure the rod's all the way up, or else you'll get this. So I'm gonna stop the video and get ready to install this again, and I'll be back. Hey everyone, we're back. I went to get that injection coil ready. Turns out somebody has made a modification here. If you recall, this lock nut had a split in it normally. That was removed and replaced with standard swage lock nut and double nut and ferrule, or double ferrules, which does not allow it to be removed. So don't do that. This rod is now useless because of these. There's no way to retract it. So I'm just going to go ahead and reinstall coupon. The packing glands are all the same, you can see. So I've loosely threaded it on. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. All right, so we've got it tightened down. We want to make sure, get the packing hand tight. Here, I'm going to show another common pitfall. So let's say this locking nut is here, and you go to tighten the packing. You go to tighten the packing, and this lock nut stops it. You'll think you have a tight packing, but you can see it's already bubbling, leaking by the valve. So what you need to do is loosen this lock nut here, and then you'll be able to get the packing hand tight. That's enough to open the valve. Keep this nut loose for now, because remember, this is how we lock it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set the phone down. Oh, you want to definitely make sure before you open the valve, you have everything tightened down, you have it hand tight on the packing, and you want to make sure the safety chain is installed. So we've got all that. Everything's tight. I'm going to give it a little more. Bring everything around. All right, I'm going to set the phone down and open the valve. Got the valve open. Everything's tightened down. I'm going to go ahead and start pushing it down. Hopefully it'll go without too much fighting. Wow, this one's pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not able to get it down. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this packing a little more. Should. Oh, there it goes. So this, normally you'll have to kind of hold it down, but the pressure's low enough in this line that I can let go, which is good for the video because I don't need two hands. So first thing, tightening the middle rod here till it stops leaking. You can see it's already not leaking. I'm going to give it a tiny bit more with the wrench. This doesn't have to be super tight. If it's over tightened, you can damage the packing and it'll be difficult to remove. Tightening this lock nut. Okay. Tighten that. And now, so that was, tighten this, tighten this, tighten this. And you can see it's actually started to leak. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten the packing a little bit more, just to be sure. Just a little bit more. Tighten the lock nut back down. And then back on this guy. All right. The last thing to do is install this safety chain. I'm going to set the phone down real quick. All right, tightening down the safety chain. I just have another loop so it's shorter. This will hold the rod down, and we are now done. And that's all there is to it. Alright, I went back and saw that the video was pretty shaky. So I'm going to do a quick review. I've already got the safety chain ready to remove the coupon. So when you come up to a coupon, first nut you want to loosen is top nut. Oh boy. Come on. Top nut, loosen, and that's normally enough to pop the coupon up. Sometimes this is a really low pressure line, so it's not going to push the coupon up, but if you're on a high pressure line, it almost certainly will. Next, if it doesn't pop up, you can loosen the packing. So we're going to loosen this lock nut here, and if I can make the channel locks work, and then we go ahead and loosen the packing. So now the coupon's ready to either pop up or pop up on its own. So you can see sliding in and out nicely, and you can also see it's leaking because the packing gland is loose. Okay, so now we service our coupon. We want to reinstall it. What order do we go in? First of all, make sure this nut's loose enough so that when you go to tighten the packing gland, you don't run up against the lock nut. So, tighten the packing gland. Oops, I'm going to have to use two hands here. Well, let me try it. Let's do it. Okay, so now I'm tightening the packing gland. You can see the leak's going away. Still a little bit of bubbling, so I'm going to give it a little bit with the wrench. You don't want to over tighten these, it can damage the packing. Just a little bit. That should be tight enough. Now we lock the lock nut. Lock. And then we can go ahead. Lastly, tighten this nut. Oh, and I saw another bubble come up, so I'm going to tighten the packing a little bit more. Oops, wrong way. Tighten it a little more, and that should fix any leaks. Again, doesn't have to be super tight. And then we'll tighten the lock nut. Lock nut's tight. Now we can go ahead and tighten this nut. Tighten the top nut. Looks like it's pushing some liquid out from the middle. And we'll go ahead and install safety chain as such. I'll put part can be a little tricky. Trying to get the, there it is. Now we've installed that. And okay, so now the safety chain holding the rod down and everything is installed. We're done. See, it's not leaking anymore, so we're good here. Hopefully this helps.